welcome back to another reaction. Absolutely. Bridgerton, season 3, episode 3. One more episode to go, y'all, and then we have to wait for the second half of this season to drop, which I think is dropping in like a week or so. I don't really know. But I do like how they gave us a little bit, just a taste of the kitchen, and now we gotta wait for the main d'oeuvre. That is not the word, the main course. I tried to be like really fancy in French or something, and I fucked it up royally. Don't judge me. I live in New York. Somebody's typing ferociously down below. What does that mean? I don't know, child. Anyways, let's get into this episode. I knew that I was supposed to put a box of tissues on this desk, and I completely forgot. I hit the record button and I started filming. So if I start crying and stuff like that, I'm sorry in advance. I don't got my box of tissues. You want to see this in a full reaction though and cry with me? The links are down below. Please click the Patreon link or the YouTube channel membership. Click one, click both. Either way, join the extended family, y'all, today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Bridgerton, season 3, episode 3, and find out exactly what this show has got to give. Oh, Colin, what are you still doing here?
Colin.
Colin?
Thank you for meeting me.
That's it.
Pen, I can barely speak these days.
What's going on, Colin?
My entire thoughts consumed by
You?
our kiss.
I feel the same.
She's
You
dreaming.
occupy my every thought.
Oh my Lord. Oh, he's dreaming.
Was it worth the glimpse of the balloon?
I fell off the roof before I could even see it.
Precisely the Queen said to you, dearest.
She was splendid. She sparkled brava.
Shall you dance with first, sister?
Perhaps I shall go alphabetically.
Something keep you up? Not at all. I slept peacefully.
Congratulations.
No, we are not supposed to mention it, but I thought it was quite a kindness that you did for Penelope the other week.
Also don't rate what she did, or that she found out about it in the first place.
Excuse me.
I think Penelope is quite fortunate to have you as a friend.
Good acquaintance of families, of course. Are you all right?
Rest
Gentle
leader.
leader.
Humankind has accomplished extraordinary feats. Now, great balloons to traverse the skies. Seems Her Majesty is interested in only one.
Must be rich, and he must be of high rank. Lord Debling spends half his time devoting himself to nature and the other half talking about. My mind is elsewhere. I've received word of an unwanted visitor. Let us throw it from our mind.
Higher one flies, the further one has to fall.
I don't think I will grow a belly when I'm with Chab.
It is not weight that produces a belly. It is the child itself.
You certainly will have boys, Mama.
A week sequestered in your room, you come down, you say this to me.
There is a visitor for Miss Penelope.
Oh? Oh, shit.
I noticed you've not been seen in society for some time. It's not pleasant to have whistle down right about oneself, is it?
No. Would have looked strange if Whistledown had not commented.
I fear it may have been my fault. The rumour about you and Colin got out, but you should know it was not intentional.
And a few new books, that maybe.
No. Thank you. But I do hope you find what you were looking for this season. With Colin's help or otherwise.
And then we just move right along. Haters.
It's good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you as well. Guys, coming to see you earlier.
Oh, it is for the better that you did not.
Is it?
Isn't it? We cannot continue our lessons.
Oh, because of what happened between us?
No, no,
I apologise.
I apologise for asking.
I do not apologise.
Yes, Whistledown has written about us. I have embarrassed myself and my family, and if we were to continue, I would embarrass you. I must become serious about my prospects.
Prospects are important.
Great
I will go and leave you to it.
Oh, I will go.
I wish very much for your happiness.
If I secure a proposal, it will be because of you.
And the story thickens. Those
I
animals.
think he might turn out to be the most eligible lord of the season. Apparently, he only eats vegetables. His estate is rather vast.
The man who talks to birds.
If you do not find a husband soon, your father and I will be forced to find one for you.
Enjoying the evening, my lord?
More than they are, to be sure.
It is a pity your sisters are otherwise occupied. If they were here, you would have more people to hide behind.
Colin!
I think I see a corner in which to hide myself.
If anyone asks for me, I am not here.
No. I spoke to Penelope.
Did you?
I apologized for revealing the story about you two.
Oh, I see. Excuse me.
Queen's favour is weaving its magic.
Indeed. The Baron Harvey, Lord Godwin, Mr. Ford.
The lower-ranking lords always show their feathers first. Her Majesty will introduce you to the highest-ranking lord of all.
You have to marry whoever the Queen selects for you. You must simply follow your heart.
I'm inclined to think he shall be the best suitor for me.
Because it is easier?
Because I trust the Queen.
Miss Francesca, how delightful to see you. I am Lord Cutbill.
We don't like you.
You in search of a new prospect to help you find a husband? Good luck in both endeavors.
Oh my god, these people are so mean. Hey!
Mrs. Montridge.
What a strikingly noble figure the two of you both cut.
Don't we?
Are you assessing your pupil? You cannot blame me, for Worcesterdam proves to be quite an education. Do not find what you did shocking, but rather consider it. Sure, because of your kind-heartedness, she will find herself a husband in no time.
Yes.
Oops!
Lady Danbury, however are you?
Using me to repel the unwanted attention of hungry mamas.
You have my apologies.
Express your gratitude by taking me for a turn about the room.
I love Lady Danbury.
Good evening, Miss Featherington. The fact that I'm feeling a little like, well, prey.
So you've come to my hiding place.
Take pity on a hunted man.
Unfortunately, I require all pity for myself, but I can offer you social contagion. You do not read Lady Whistledown.
I do not. Has she written about you?
That I enlisted an eligible male friend to help me find a husband.
Well done.
For being a fool.
For stepping away from the herd.
It's like him.
He's dead.
In fact, I find your frankness immensely refreshing.
I have come to a decision as to who shall be my husband.
And does this man know he is to be your husband?
Lord Debling.
You do not seem to care for nature. Or for animals.
I love a good fur.
Oh, I would not tell him that.
I do not trouble me with the details.
Speaking at length with Penelope last night.
Penelope? I'm certain Lord Debling simply sees her as yet another wounded creature in need of defense.
I warn you, Penelope is not as defenseless as one might expect.
And neither am I. Lord Debling is good-natured. And most of all, my choice.
My mother had 5 boys. Took this every time.
Cannot be in earnest. It smells of, rotted egg.
You might feel a little pressure in the belly.
Huh. It's actually not so bad.
Unexpectedly sweet.
Chamber pot! Chamber pot!
Attempt to take flight, soaring to heights never before seen.
I did think it would be bigger.
And now that you're feeling better, ready to fly at a moment's notice.
Apparently, they're great balloon enthusiasts. Who knew?
I believe it's called an aeronaut.
I believe you wouldn't know.
They keep bumping into each other.
Pretend to be loitering for sweets so no one suspects we are speaking together.
How are you?
I'm well. Colin Lord Debling has shown an interest in me.
You look that way at Stowell House.
What's some attachment to him?
It is early. He does seem to have a strength of character. Do I have sugar on my face?
No.
How does she not pick up on this? Finally, he's
I
interested.
prepared my thoughts on that silly little bird nap.
Great orc. A word to the wise. Lord Debling may not appreciate you calling his life's work silly looking.
Fly.
The great orc does not fly.
Have you ever ballooned before?
Places I favour are so remote, there will be no prospect of returning by the same means.
Oh.
Is there some reason you are trying to escape civilization, my lord?
Magnificent creatures. A place where my family cannot possibly find me.
Oh.
Trying to fit in with my family is like trying to force a camel through the eye of a needle. If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Miss Featherington.
Oh, shit.
Over here.
Do you not wish to intrude?
Nonsense. I'm about to embark on another trip with no one but my crew.
Eloise, what's the name of that bird I was telling you I adore?
The great orc.
I am making every effort to prevent the great orc from being eradicated.
Did you know they mate for life? I find that so touching.
But do you not think the most beautiful birds are sometimes the most common? One should not overlook the sparrow.
I suppose one should not.
Dope. Oh, that's a nice vest.
I should have known we'd find you here today, marveling at man's ingenuity.
Is that what inspired you to take up the occupation of marriage whisperer?
I'm done with all that. It's good to be back.
Just been invited out on a hunt.
You were in your element, my
I
love.
do miss the club. I've been in and out, but it's not the same as spending an evening there.
Must we attend tonight's ball? We can do whatever we want.
Oh, shit.
It should enable me to stay aloft for over 2 hours.
It seems they might make for useful vehicles to escape the eager mammas present outside.
You were,
A man? Because a lady could not possibly have an interest in engineering. I am sorry, but is this tent a balloon? Because you all are certainly filling it with air. Listen to someone who thinks differently. Not to hear the familiar chorus of what cannot be done.
You have another comment, or...?
No. I do so enjoy learning about the passions of others.
That's a nice outfit she has on.
Miss Francesca, Your Majesty. Lord Samadani has been living in Vienna, but I asked him to come to London, specifically to meet you.
I hope I do not disappoint.
I am confident you will not.
Oh?
First spark of affection. It is electrifying, is it not?
In fact, I find myself quite adaptable to the natural world and all of its splendor.
I do. As well. There is nothing I love more than grass. Oh, it's so green.
Not grass. Grass?
He's a little odd, is he not?
But I do not believe there to be anything untoward about him.
Besides his untoward love for vegetable.
With the kind of fortune he possesses, he can afford to be as singular as he wants.
Uh-oh.
I believe he did not.
Do you think that is normal?
Not bad.
Are you certain we should do this here? It is rather windy.
You've never looked more windswept.
Is that a compliment?
What?
Jump out! Help me! Now!
Girl! Oh no! Penelope! You protected her!
Let it go!
Oh, you guys an easy job? Just get in it and go? You was just like, hold it for me!
Where's everyone? It was a good thing no one was injured.
Who says I wasn't?
My ankle. I think I was hit by one of the ropes.
Here.
Oops. Poor Penelope. But I got you, baby.
Are you escorting me tonight?
More like using you as a shield.
Are you still upset with me?
No, I'm simply in my own thoughts.
Penelope.
A man can be pensive, can you not?
I believe this is yours.
Who are you?
Everyone will now be talking about Mr. Bridgerton and the balloon, and not Mr. Bridgerton and you.
Sir Humphrey Davy calls a lamp.
No. You must secure a dance with Lord Debling.
I know, Mama. I am trying.
If you knew the ways your father is trying to put me under his thumb, you may have to wear these very dresses a second time this season.
I am in awe of your heroism.
Thanks.
Are you just as heroic on the dance floor?
I kind of wish Penelope was a diamond, though.
Lord Debling, I must thank you again for saving me in my time of need. Tango hurts a great deal. And I can certainly still dance on it.
You all thought about your wedding day? Have it planned in detail?
She was like, absolutely not that combo.
For you and I have the greatest thing in common. 7 brothers and sisters.
You must not get a moment's peace either.
I do not.
Rather lonely to be among them all at once, can it not?
I believe it to be quite the opposite. I wish to have 8 children of my own, so my home will always be filled with constant chatter.
Yeah, you're not for
You'll
me.
excuse me a moment.
Looking for your other glove?
No. I am looking for my daughter.
Mine have all since flown the nest.
Oh, do they ever really?
No, I suppose not. Comes a home when your children are near, which is always.
Marcus.
Marcus.
You are here. You have met my brother.
Your brother, Violet Bridgerton. Lady Bridgerton, but out formally.
He's only visiting.
I was not aware you have a brother.
Huh. I'm quite enjoying my time here already.
What's her situation? Francesca.
Forgive me, I was simply...
In need of some quiet. I've been in search of it all night. Perhaps we can enjoy the silence together.
Please excuse me.
Who are you? Where are all these people popping up from? Hi.
I am surprised to see you here. After all, a ballroom is Mama's favourite hunting ground.
Benedict Bridgerton.
It's on everyone's lips, as you and your brother were amongst the heroes of the day.
Telling me you softened towards me because I simply tugged on a rope.
Then you have misjudged me. I'm all for brute strength. Lady Tilly Arnold.
Lady, are you married?
I was married. And I am in no hurry to find another husband, so you do not need to fear me plotting to ensnare you.
I'm not afraid of you.
That is a mistake.
This is still your establishment.
Lord Garrett, it is indeed.
If you are going to be a part of society, you must know you cannot continue to run this place.
Being a part of this world not mean freedom to do what I like.
Everything has limits. As we are honest with ourselves and about our feelings, it is possible to do anything.
Little speech, and after you could find the courage to talk to the guy.
Pardon me.
Miss Featherington, any more encounters with wayward balloons? If you excuse me, I'm fetching Miss Cowper a lemonade.
Lord Debling, I am afraid I have not been honest with you. But... Grass. The person I was earlier today. I was pretending to be someone I am not. Someone who enjoys society and gossip, even if I do occasionally hide at a soiree. Someone who enjoys a good book more than exploring the natural world. Someone who is over-explaining themselves at the moment.
How many yous are there exactly? Where do you hide them all?
I do not wish to spend my time exploring the wilds of nature.
Heavens, no. I do not wish to court someone exactly like myself, who embraces their own peculiarity, as I do.
Finally, you're unoccupied. I've been utterly wearied all night.
He should return at any moment. I'm certain of it.
Perhaps it is for the best. A diet of vegetables does not suit you.
Look at him, creepy crawler.
As you consider suitable matches for Francesca, what do you hope she finds?
Wish for Francesca the same thing I wanted for myself. Passion, excitement, a love that is thrilling.
You believe the best foundation for great love was friendship.
Rare to begin as friends and for both parties to then feel more.
How did you and Father know it was reciprocated?
Because he gathered the courage to ask.
Well, Francesca finds it. She is brave enough to ask the question.
I hope she is as well.
Mother knows.
All of man's greatest inventions are nothing more than a distraction.
Finally free from your admirers.
There is a question I've been needing to ask you.
Our instinct. For when all is said and done, our nature will always win out.
I believe it's time for our dance.
Of course, my lord.
Prizing pick of the season in Miss Penelope Featherington.
Go ahead, Penelope.
Is that a hallucination? I feel sick.
As do I.
No, truly, I feel sick.
But I thought you'd both stop taking the potion.
You did?
Well then...
Is she pregnant?
Oh.
Suffice it to say, this author is captivated. The battle is, in fact, between man and himself.
Oh, wow. Well, definitely the music. It always gets me. And I actually really like Penelope. Cheers to Penelope. This is the episode that I felt the connection between both. Oh my gosh. You know, in the last episode, I was like, I don't really feel the connection. I do now. And sometimes I watch this show and I watch like these people and like they're this love story, right? And sometimes I just think about myself because I'm a narcissist. And I just sit here and I just start bawling my eyes out. I'm like, damn, why can't I find love? I'm always looking in the wrong places. Plus, like, I'm sure like a lot of people out there are. And I really wish sometimes that these like love stories is like real. Although Penelope has had a really hard time. And I really hate watching people just make fun of her. It bothers me. It really truly bothers. I hate bullies. You want to see me fist fight? You put a bully in my face. I hate bullies. I hate people who are irritating. Do you want me to start writing a list? Because once again, I'm a narcissist. I have to talk about myself. It is my channel. But regardless, this is a really good episode. And I loved seeing Colin like realize like Penelope, like he likes Penelope, right? And then when the mother is there and she looks at her son, looks at her son and like sees that her son is starting to like Penelope or has an infatuation with Penelope, it just brought, you know, joy to my heart. I also in this stage in life where I realized how short life is, and when you watch something from the outside and you look in and you see like how like people literally take things for granted. Like Penelope, like Colin was taking Penelope for granted, I feel. And now Penelope's taking Colin, like he's obviously trying to show something, but you know, not for granted. She's not taking him for granted, but she's kind of missing, or she kind of, to tell you the truth, she took Eloise, I feel, for granted, her relationship with Eloise, and now look what happened, right? That's my personal opinion, so you don't have to type ferociously down below. But it's just, and then also, my mind is going, ADD is real, and I got it. So then also, Lady Danbury, her brother is looking scrumptious, and he's flirting with Miss Bridgerton, Lady Bridgerton over here. So that's gonna be a gag to the lemons and the squeezes of all the juices. I'm assuming the show ends when all of the children are married off and they all do their thing, and then the last one is probably, or possibly not the last one, but maybe the mother is gonna get married, and then like where we would go nowhere with the story. Maybe they're kids, like that's how they would do it. I guess, is this a book? I think we talked about it in season 1, which was a long time ago. I don't really remember. I believe it is book, because people know like the relationships and how it tracks. I hope that we have like you know how we had Charlatan or Miss, what was it? Princess, Queen, Charlatan, whatever that show. What was that show called? I think it was Charlatan, right? Princess Charlatan. We had the Queen Charlatan, a Bridgerton story. I wish we have something like that too, because that was an amazing show. So overall, I hope that we continue on with this type of shows for a while. Like this show just brings joy to my heart. It makes me cry. Sometimes I just want to just bawl my eyes out, and I could watch this and I know guaranteed I will cry. And when you cry, you feel better. So far this episode was a 10 out of 10. I loved it. There was nothing wrong with it at all. And there's a lot of people who don't like Colin, and there's a lot of people who don't like Penelope. But to tell you the truth, well, yeah. And I started seeing like people who comment, and by the way, this is a safe space. So if you don't like Colin or Penelope, feel free to comment down below. Everybody should love each other, and feel free to be open and speak your piece. But I have to say, this is the episode that definitely gathered me all the way together, and I'm just in love and awe with all of the characters. There's nobody that is doing any wrong. I even feel bad for the blonde hair lady, whatever her name is. Cressica, or whatever her name is. I feel bad. Behind people who have flawed personalities, and I try to remember this in real life because there are certain people that I'm actually stuck around. There's no way escape at this present moment that I can that irritate the fuck out of me. And I had to I wish I knew their backstory to understand why they are the way they are, because I find that really fascinating. Because, you know, every character in somebody, every personality in somebody is built from their past. So dirty, unkept people that, let me not throw shade. Anyways, the point is, I love this show. I love how it makes me think about people's flaws and also their likenesses. And I just really do adore it. There, I'll end on that note. Once again, full reactions are available. Links are down below. Before you leave the reaction, like, share, and comment. I'll see you all next time with more Bridgerton.